I was going to say something.
That is perfect. Did this work now? We live?
Listen.
Oh my god, it still works. Okay, cool. Yeah, my OBS exploded for no good reason, so we're back. This episode's gonna get uploaded in 2 parts, apparently. We
Yes,
got
my
everything
broke it all.
right to the transition of going to the Be Right Back thing. So at least it was clean.
I
Weird.
guess clean's relative. I don't know.
Alright, so where were we?
Well, I believe we are coming to Morty and Mr. Bean.
That's true.
So we're driving the car.
Alright, you're driving the car. I'm gonna adjust.
I'm getting changed in the back.
I'm gonna
like-
take this back to the road.
All right, so here's the plan, Mr. Beans.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to go in as FBI agents under the Department of CARD, Child Abduction Rapid Deployment Agency.
All right. Okay.
I want to know as a storyteller, does that actually exist or did you make that up?
I put it in the Discord.
It exists.
Yeah,
Sweet.
It tracks.
I was Googling it while you were doing his story.
That
Fucking
is
nerd.
genius.
What a nerd, bro.
Provides investigative, technical, and resource assistance to state and law enforcement officials. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
If I had bonus XP to give, I'd give it to you.
Just keep my sanity intact.
You should let him like pick one of his skills, and you should be able to put a dot next to it.
Speaking of, put a dot next to your
shit.
persuasion, so you don't forget.
Yeah.
You know what I've passed so far.
We're gonna go in here. We're gonna talk to. We're gonna talk to the mother and father because they're still here.
Yep.
All right. Remember, these are some crazy ass people. They're not gonna trust everybody.
They're definitely not going to trust the feds. That's for sure.
But if they are like crazy zealot types, they're probably gonna love the media coverage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think we got to find out who this guy is that, is dead now. He used to work for the ATF. We got to find out who was in that car. We got to find the child. Yeah, that's where I am.
All right.
And if we end up back at whatever weird compound that they're in and we see Russ, remember, you don't know him.
Copy that.
All right. We're coming up on the police station. Oh,
Alright.
man, there is nowhere to park.
Oh, there he is. In fact, nowhere to park. It's a large building, but you have little FBI tags on there too, so you can. Congratulations, welcome to DMOS. You can park illegally and not get in trouble.
I love that.
That's
for
so,
us.
Actually, I find their parking garage,
All right,
and I just go in.
you just go in.
Yeah.
I'm going to say skipping over the whole little scene briefly. A guard stops you, sees your credentials, lets you in, and you can just
Yeah.
park.
Yeah, that's what I
Hell
think
yeah.
would happen.
Yep.
All right. So first thing we got to do is go to whoever's in charge. Then we can talk to the parents.
Mm-hmm.
With that.
So, inside the police station, it's obviously super hectic. There's a lot of shit going on. There's people everywhere doing stuff.
And it's also the 80s.
It's also the 80s.
Shit.
No, it's not. That's how some of that shit still works.
That's just Cleveland.
That's just Ohio.
So it's still the 80s.
So you roll in suits, FBI agents, badges, all that shit, and it's not long before you make it into the office of Sheriff Carver.
All right. I walk in. Hello, Sheriff Carver.
I'll follow behind.
I am Agent Mortimer. This is Agent... Oh, crap. What's his...
First name is
Jack.
Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
What's your last name?
Oh,
You introduced
Napier.
yourself by your first name.
All right. This is... whatever. Um,
I know what you're going for.
yeah, we're here to investigate the missing child. We are with the card department.
He
Chi-
like narrows his eyes and waits
child
for you to say it.
abduction, rapid deployment. Nobody ever knows who we are.
Well, welcome. We're in the midst of an investigation, obviously. What can we do for you?
Oh, you can. Two things you can do, sir. One, we need everything you have, and two, you can stay out of my way.
Give me an intimidate roll.
Can I assist with this?
No.
Are you doing? Oh,
We'll see. We'll see. So this is
That's the kind of game it's going to be.
It's the kind of game it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm
Look.
over here sweet talking people. He's over there motherfucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, where's intimidation at?
this is about to be good cop,
Boy,
bad
I
cop.
don't know. It's definitely in here somewhere.
In the eyes.
Yeah, it's actually.
It's just above.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right, it is alphabetical.
Thank you, Call of Cthulhu, for making your skills alphabetical.
If I could see it.
You got the IDs and stuff. I'm gonna let you have a bonus whenever you finally find it to click.
I can't.
I can
Why am
train
I not
Are you in
seeing it?
skills? Or are you in something
Right?
else?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, wait, something else? No. Oh, skills. Sorry.
Where are you? You monkey.
Okay.
There you are.
Still can't find intimidate. Skills.
Skills.
There we go.
Yeah, it's right there.
There it is. Sorry. Guys, I promise I'm getting new glasses.
Oh, good. So I'm allowing a bonus with this because you got the gear, but you have a 15. It's really low.
I know. I'm not very.
Click.
I'm
You see
little.
where it says bonus penalty on the chat?
Yeah.
Click that.
That's
So
worse.
it's worse. So
Oh, that's worse.
here's how this goes. He looks at you. He says, "Are you here to help this investigation or hinder it, sir?"
Can I step in here? Oh, jeez.
can-
What am
you
I
can-
doing?
You can certainly try.
I say to the sheriff, I say, "Excuse my partner here. He's 2 weeks from retirement. We've got to finish this case quickly. There's a child that is abducted, and
I'm aware.
we have more resources than you do. So, if you'll kindly point us to where we need to go to get all the information, so we can start working the case and helping out, that would be great."
Okay, give me a persuasion instead of an intimidate. Nice.
Oh, jeez.
You have a 10.
Beans.
You have a 10.
That
Why
was
I'm
no,
trying to
no,
be
wait, hold
mean.
on.
This is not your job.
Roll your bonus.
Please tell me the mics are live and I can hear this just failing epically.
Oh, that's a 96 instead.
Fuck!
Okay. Here's the deal. Both of you chuckle fucks are in my crime scene. I need you to kindly get the hell out of the way if you're going to be talking like that. All the information that you might need, it's there. Stay the fuck out of my way. And he literally like walks past you and like shoulders Morty on the way out. He's a big guy. He's a sheriff, so he's a big chap.
Yeah, I bet he likes donuts too.
So essentially, he has moved away, and the pandemonium is essentially happening all around you. Here's how we're going to do this, because that very much didn't fly. I'm going to ask both of you to do spot hidden checks. Okay.
Can I use luck to pass the... Or,
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
God damn.
God damn! Okay.
Never
If
mind.
you want to, but never mind. Really.
No, never mind.
So
I'm good.
So basically, Morty, you get bumped on the way out. and you seem to have pissed him off, and pissed him off so much that he stormed out of his own office and like gone to do something. And you notice, like, you look over back at him like, son of a bit, and as soon as you face the way you were before, there's a big pile of files on his desk. Just right there, doors open. You do notice a lot of things, because holy shit, you just rolled a 1. You rolled the best number that you could possibly roll. Jesus Christ. So there are a couple of points in the a building that you can see stuff floating around. There seems to be because the spot hidden is also perceptive. You're listening. You're not just looking. You see a pile of files on Sheriff Carver's desk. You find across the hall on the other side of this busy office, you can see very clearly John and Sarah Balfour sitting in a chair in like an office. You see like the backs of their heads. They're clearly waiting, and every time that somebody walks by, they kind of like perk up and like look to see if they're going to be addressed, and then kind of go back to just waiting and just kind of like staring, like you would imagine the parents of somebody who has a child that was kidnapped might behave. You can see them. They're right there. They're currently mostly unattended. And you also, because earlier you were asking about the ATF agent that actually did the kidnapping. You see on a different table that is not Carver's desk, you see a manila folder that has got his name on it. So it's a lot with a critical success. Jesus Christ. I cannot hear you. Are you muted?
Sorry, I coughed and I wanted to make sure.
There you go. You're back. Okay, good. Still
First things first, I don't want to take the files on his desk because he's going to need them.
Cool.
But I want to look through them like quickly to see what.
Look through them quickly. Okay. So what you find in there?
Right, to find some key things.
So there is a
The main
couple of
information
things.
I'm looking for is any information on the car
Okay.
and on the abduction itself, not on the church.
Well, you actually find none of those things.
Okay.
You find a lot of stuff on the... I'll give you categories that you can get.
Okay.
You have a cell phone with you, so if you snap pictures real fast, you
Oh,
probably
I'm
can get
snapping
some.
like crazy right now.
All right. So basically, you see on his desk, you get medical records for the kid.
Okay.
There are what appears to be a couple of local court records on the Balfours, on the families themselves. And there seems to be some records on federal and mainstream law enforcement investigations on the family. And is that... That's it on his desk.
Okay. I take pictures and videos of this while I'm going along, so I'm trying to do it quickly, so video seems quicker.
Okay.
And we walk out of the office. I snag up the envelope with the guy's name on it and just hold it in my hand.
All right.
And we go to the parents.
Yoink. So make a note of that. The things that you have, because I can refer back to these later. The
Right.
stuff that you have is medical records on Regina Balfour. You have local court records on the family. And you have mainstream federal law enforcement investigatory records on them. So, police records on the family. And also, you just took the file on George Lewison, who is the guy, the ATF agent.
Okay.
All right, so you move to the Balfours themselves.
Okay.
Uh,
Go ahead.
He's Reverend Balfour. John
Right.
is a pretty thin guy. Everything about him is like kind of on the thin. He's got the black hair, glasses. He feels very, like, small. This is the kind of guy that you look at him like, you could cast this dude as Ichabod Crane. Easy. Wife, sitting next to him, essentially just, like, very clearly having been crying recently. Just trying to get a handle on herself, and they both actively look up as you approach. Finally glad that somebody is...
Hello, Reverend Balfour, Mrs. Balfour. I am Mortimer, and I am with the FBI. This is my partner, and we want to talk to you about your missing child, and we want to help you find her.
I thank you, sir. Whatever we can do, we would love to find her as quickly as possible.
I'm going to have some questions that I'm going to ask Mrs. Balfour just to describe everything that happened from her point of view. Ma'am, sir, have you ever seen this gentleman before that did this?
So, in asking her to describe what happened from her perspective, it is pretty on the money. She doesn't seem to be trying to, since you've seen the video, you know what actually happened, and you would know if she's, like, fucking with you or not. And she doesn't appear to be. She goes over it from her perspective in a pretty, like, simple but not very full of details sort of way. When asked if, like, she's seen this person before, she says, no, I don't recall ever seeing that person ever. And you also recall that he was wearing a disguise.
Yeah.
So, if she would have known this person, she either didn't know them at all or didn't see through the disguise.
Did you get any threatening messages? Anything unorthodox happened? Anything missing around your home? Pets going missing?
Oh, no, nothing. Nothing from the world of man, of course. Omens are in the air, as it would be so close to the great time, but no, there's no, we didn't receive any threats from people, nothing happened to our wonderful family until just this moment.
May I ask, sir, what is the time that is coming?
The coming of the Passover angel?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure we're all going to find out very soon.
Oh, okay, sir.
At least I hope so.
Okay. Now I'm made aware your daughter has a medical condition.
She does. It is of primary importance that we get her back quickly to her medication and to her family, first and foremost.
What kind of medication is she on him exactly?
He rattles it off, and it is actually correct as to what her thing is. It's basically a steroid pump.
Yep. Do you have
But
any of
he
her?
goes in depth and like lists the actual brand name that they use and the like a little too in depth for your investigation.
It sounds like he cares about his daughter.
Mm.
Do you have any of her medication on you now?
And he gestures over to the side, and you see this little stuffed ladybug backpack that Mrs. Balfour is clinging to for her life.
Now, I know this is going to sound unorthodox, but I am going to ask you for some of her medicine just in case we find her. And I would like to give her to it immediately. I do have medical training, so I will be able to administer it to her.
Oh, okay, actually, yes. And he goes over. You can see that the backpack has like several little things to it. He opens one, and there's a little black case that he takes out, and he opens it, and it's got it's not dissimilar from like insulin syringes. So, looking at it with your medical background, you're like, I know exactly how to use that. It's a steroid injection.
Standard medical equipment, great.
Yep. They seem to have, not only that, it seems to be, the case is very nice. The syringes and everything that is in it are very, very clean. This does not appear to be a cheap piece of medical equipment at all. These people are very likely loaded.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir.
And the thief is in their house, and they don't know it.
What? Oh, yeah.
I'm not a thief. I borrow with every intention of returning.
Yeah.
Sure.
You enjoy the new car we got? Shut up.
I asked them
Listen.
for a number to reach them at.
They actually hand you a church card pretty immediately, and it is the exact same number that is you found listed on the website. It's probably a landline, like.
Right. This is the same number that is on your website, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you have you don't have a cell phone I could get more personal? Like, immediately call you?
Typically, this isn't something I would give out, and he takes the card back from you and pulls a pen from his reverend's jacket and does scribble down a cell phone number quickly and pass it back to you. Just like, if it will help get our daughter back any faster, that will thank you.
I don't trust giving messages. I'd rather just call you personally.
A man after my own heart. Thank you.
All right. Well, sir, we're gonna we got a lot of investigating to do, and I will be in contact with you just to give you an update, just so you're not out of the loop.
Thank you.
No problem, sir.
Whatever you can do, whatever it takes. If you
That's
need
what we're
me
here
to
for.
do anything, you say the word, and it will be done.
All right. Thank you, sir.
God be with you.
And also with you. And I walk away.
I will follow suit.
While
Okay.
I'm walking away, like, hey, if we tell anybody about this, let's leave out the part where you handed us our ass, okay?
Yeah.
Talking to you, Mr. B. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Let's. Let's.
You know what? I was around Russ. I don't know what it was. Maybe it wore me off. I always wanted to try to be the tough guy. I failed miserably.
I tried to be the calm, good cop and also failed. So yeah, we'll just leave that part out.
Both just
Yeah.
good cop.
I got it. I'm never going to try to be the heavy again. I tried. I mean, I shot a giant monster in the eyeball, for Christ's sake.
Look,
There's
we'll,
an attendant eating a ham sandwich that heard the monster with an eyeball thing. He just stops and like, There's like sandwich half in his mouth, just like looking at you go by.
What, you never played Monster Hunter before?
Yeah.
I'll just go back to working.
All right. While we're walking out, I open up the folder of the gentleman.
Okay. Of the sections that I gave you, so you got the George Lewis and stuff. That's the folder. All right. So, the notes that you get in here say basically the police have already been to his house after he got identified. Both his computer and his cellular phone, in this report that you're reading, apparently have been dealt with a sledgehammer and were found on his desk. All of those pieces are apparently in the police precinct you're sitting in. Apparently he had paid all of his outstanding bills and left his cat with a neighbor yesterday morning. Reports with people that had talked to him said that he would be away for a while and left this neighbor, let's just call her like Dana, be away for a while and left the neighbor some cash to pay with food and vet bills. The cat doesn't appear to be doing very well. Our reporting officer noticed bandages on the cat, like boils. Not like it's been abused, but like it's caught something.
Oh no. Poor kitty.
Mm.
Can I try to deduce any strange behavior out of what's in that file? Maybe using psychoanalysis or something?
Psychoanalysis, not so much. How's your occult?
Occult? Worse. Not great. Neither one of them are really good, but occult is worse.
Okay. I'm going to roll occult.
All right, I'll give you... I'd say psychoanalysis is less of a thing you can do on paper and more you have something to have to do on a person.
Okay.
But occult is good. Hard success. So yeah. You picked up on the website way back in the day. Plagues of Egypt, Rain of Frogs, all that stuff. Exodus 9:1-7, disease on livestock and animals. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. So this ain't good. Somebody's out there giving the plagues out. We got the firstborn child. We have the plague. Oh, boy.
I was not big on that kind of religion growing up, so what's next?
I was. Actually, we had a whole class for it. What, Reign of Toads?
Do you want them in order? You would know it. You
Yeah,
also passed the
also on the
occult, so you'd
website.
get it. It is also on the website.
Yep.
Water turned into blood, frogs, lice, flies, disease on livestock, unhealable boils, hail and thunder, locusts, and 9 was darkness.
Okay.
Oh, So we're trying to stop the apocalypse, huh?
Or somebody replicating it.
Yeah. Not sure which is worse and which is better. Neither one of them are very good.
Nope. No, they're not.
So you got
Okay.
a little bit of information there. There's more in that file.
What information is in the file about the, any more about the guy or, any known associates?
Specifically, yes, actually. So they went through George Lewison's cell phone records, of course. One of the first things they would do. So that shows that there were numerous calls to a cellular phone registered to his niece, somebody named Lindsay Peel. That stretched back for a couple of years.
Is she local?
You don't know from these records.
Okay.
The area code is similar, so it's probably Cleveland somewhere.
I look up her address.
Before you do, there
When
have been dozens of calls back and forth between them in the days leading up to the abduction. But 3 days before the abduction, those calls stopped cold.
That ain't good.
So what are you trying to find on her?
Just her where she is, her address.
You can actually find it. You just find the address to Lindsay Peel's house.
We go to Lindsay Field's house.
You leaving?
Yeah.
All right.
What about the body? Don't we want to investigate the body first? Or
It was
what's
shot.
left of it?
I don't think we. Any personal items would probably personal items.
Yeah.
Is there an autopsy report?
I'm looking that up now in this folder. And any personal items? Any listed?
Autopsy report is basically exactly what you thought it would be. Yeah, he died in a gunfight.
Yeah.
Although that autopsy specifically notes that George Lewis, got the shit shot out of him by semi-automatic fire by the SWAT team.
Uh-huh.
He didn't score any lethal shots on the SWAT team. Every shot appeared to be a leg shot.
He wasn't trying to kill them.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking more and more that this is not a kidnapping. So much.
No, this is something else entirely.
No, it's a kidnapping. Just not the kind that the normal FBI is used to.
Yeah.
But we gotta go to this lady's house.
All right.
Oh, list of personal items?
List of personal items on him.
Yeah.
He had nothing on him.
Okay.
No IDs. Once again, they went through his house, and you can find he had at home he had credit cards and everything that you would assume that just a functioning person would have, but he didn't actually have anything on him.
Okay. So I think we should find this lady and talk to her.
Yep, I'm in agreement there.
Okay.
So we drive to the lady's house.
It's pretty close. I'm going to say we're back on Cleveland roads here.
I wonder.
To speed things up, let's go. Both of you, roll me spot hiddens.
Where's that at?
Skills. Nice.
Relic! My boy! My boy!
I wish I had known what
I can't
spot hidden
intimidate
was.
worth shit, but I got good eyes.
There are 3 things in my skills that I would have took points out of and put in the spot hidden if I realized. how
It's a spot
important
check.
hidden is. Yeah. Well, I didn't ever play these kind of games, so.
Well, I mean, questionably, that's the most important skill in D&D too, but then again, I play barbarians.
Spot hidden's important so you can find things to kill.
Technically not wrong. So, success and extreme success, so excellent. You rolled a fucking 1 today, and you rolled a 7. God damn.
It's the beard.
It's the beard.
It is. It is his glorious beard.
So, her house is, it's another, just small suburban thing. You go through this house, and you pick it as clean as you can. It takes a little bit of time, but I'm going to read you a bunch of shit that you pick up between the both of you, because that's 2 successful checks and 1 success that counts as... Basically, you have 4 successes here. Because there's a regular, and then there would be, like, hard and extreme. So you got that much. A lot. So this is going to be a bit of an info dump, but you investigate this house. It's largely unremarkable. You get there. She lives alone. It looks like there would be a place where there would be like a laptop computer, but it's gone. So is a cell phone. It's gone. You're in her house and can find like financial records and stuff, but it looks completely normal.
Yeah, the credit cards don't show anything, any hotels or out of the way locations.
The last 3 days, nothing.
How about the last 3 months?
Before 3 days, it seems to be normal.
Okay.
But not like hotels are paying for anything.
All right.
So she has a physical answering machine. Several messages on the answering machine from work, all from Thursday and Friday, wondering where she is and complaining that she's not answering her cell phone. The only thing... You get, like, a bunch of just shit around the house. It's mostly nothing. But noteworthy is there's a bunch of awards on her mantle. Trap shooting. When you get closer on it, like, a lot of these reveal several high-level placements in a collegiate national level shooting competition. There's a gun safe in there, and there's a couple of shotguns registered in her name. The safe is closed and locked. You find that, like, just general research on her in the house gives you, like, she's a social worker. And with an extreme success, I'm going to say you're pairing the information that you get from, because extreme success is something. You're pairing the information from the thing you got in the file with the things that you're picking up here. So you know that Lindsay was like the niece of George Lewison. And it isn't hard to start doing like a little bit of research on her. You can find where she works. And social worker works with there's a lot of shit to go through here. I apologize. She again seems to be working with children. That kind of social worker. And she's been out of the office for quite a while. Odd that the two of them had similar career paths.
Okay, I write down get in contact with her boss and find out what she's been working on, or get access to her files.
Interesting.
Now, there is nothing in there to indicate, like, is there anything that would, in this whole place, that would indicate where she would be? Like,
even with an extreme success,
yeah,
absolutely not. Which is weird in and of itself.
yeah.
It looks like, because you're good at looking for this stuff, everything, like financial records and all that stuff, even like the little shit you can get into, it's all like 3 days ago for both of these people. They drop off the grid and there's just no information to find.
That isn't looking good.
No. We have the license plate to the car.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to run that through some recognition to see if we can find a match.
We can do that over the phone. Hold on.
Yep.
Thank you, Thank you, agency.
Mm-hmm.
So we look up the who the car is registered to. Have to roll for that.
I'm gonna say I'd probably say that would actually be more library use.
Alright, I can't tell if I'm seeing shit or if things are actually happening right now. I won't lie. I have safety concerns.
What?
On the screen in Roll20.
Oh.
I
Could get worse.
Oh, it can always get worse, but see, here's the problem.
Oh, Relic.
Safety. Oh no.
That's the dice gods getting back at you.
I know, right? It's like you're not finding.
Now-
You have no idea who owns this
So
car.
you're trying to find her car.
Can I also
Whoever
make an
owns
attempt?
the car, yeah.
So I'm going to say one of two things. One, you are absolutely allowed to try 2. And Relic, you are allowed. You have a pretty good score there. Oh, never mind. You don't even have that high one. You beat it by 10. That's pretty good. All right. So, Beans, you are able to find this vehicle. At least in the records that you're tied into.
Okay.
What I'm going to say is you guys are hanging out for a while and waiting for stuff to kick back. Because basically, you find that it's a tan Ford Taurus. You have the licenses. Basically, you have to wait for a ping to come back, which involves you basically being on like a call with the police station, who are cool to you right now.
Does she have anything in her refrigerator?
Roll luck.
Well, if we're gonna be there for a while, I want something to eat. I'm hungry.
Roll
We
luck.
never stopped and got anything to eat.
Then
How far was it between the police station and the house?
this house, honestly, is probably like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, we didn't
Oh.
stop anywhere.
Yeah, we didn't stop. We
Roll
went to
luck for
McDonald's on the
fun.
way.
It's just
I'm
at the
rolling
top.
luck. Yeah, there it is. I have
No.
crappy luck. I used to have good luck. Now, just a bottle of baking soda and an old turnip.
I wish.
It's much worse.
Yeah, right.
Actually, it is a bit worse.
Beans.
You pop open the fridge, and it looks like there probably was like some food left out, right? It is like a wall of black, this fucking big horseflies. You open the door, and there's a moment where you see the fridge is moving.
What the fuck?
And then all at once, right in your face.
Oh shit!
Oh. Well,
We need aerosol and a lighter, quick!
no, that's pestilence. This is getting fucking scary.
It is an intense moment. The wall basically hits you, and it's like covering you both initially. Like The hand flailing happens.
Yeah.
You swear to God, Morty, there's probably was one in your mouth for a minute, but you know you spat it out because you realize that if you closed your mouth wrong, it would be crunchy and that would be awful. Like it's like the size of a peanut. It's really bad. Fortunately, some of the windows in the house are open, so they just kind of like fly around and like disperse, and some of them stay in the fridge. But it's a mess, and it's like kind of hard to see to the point where it almost like it would be very hard for this not to drive you out of this house.
I closed the door. And
I mean, they're out. They're in. They're in the room.
I know. I'm leaving. We're leaving.
We're getting the hell out of there. No.
I step outside and throw up.
That's fair. That's fair. There's like as the door opens, the wave kind of like it seems like it for a moment like it's gonna follow you, like the wall of flies are chasing you, but once it hits open air, they kind of like disperse out in a cloud that gets thinner and thinner and thinner.
Oh. I'm not hungry anymore.
I haven't seen anywhere near that many flies before, but I've seen close to it, maybe a quarter. When I was in the desert in the Navy at one point.
Cool.
But
I just keep throwing up.
Cool.
At this point, I'm dry. At this point, I'm dry heaving because I'm hungry and there's nothing in me.
Let's get you something to eat, buddy.
Let's find a gas station. I need crackers and water.
Fantastic.
And cheese.
So, gas station, and then I assume afterwards you guys were going to try and like find out where this Lindsay Peel worked.
Yeah.
And derive information from them. That's cool.
That was our next step. I was to see what she was working on and if this child was ever in their line of sight.
Cool. We can find that out. On the other hand, back over on the other side of town.
Uncle Jesse.
You're basically sat there and waiting, essentially. You are, however, you have been given the book. How deep into this do you want to get? Because you got time.
I'm gonna read the Bible.
Alright. So this isn't a roll, but just reading it, basically, it's not that long. It's like a cheap paperback, like printed by some like vanity press, right? It's about 200 pages, so not terrible. And it looks like it's subdivided into 4 chapters, right? Actually, give me a brief library use so I can see how far this goes while I'm reading this.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine.
Can I do occult instead?
Yeah, actually. Because this counts as an occult lore.
Oh no.
Oh no. Excellent. Good to know. Alright. So, the first 2 chapters in this that are subdivided into look like, well, as best as you can tell, and it is labeled as such, that they're like word for word reprints of like the King James version of like Genesis and Exodus. That's chapter 1 and 2. The 3rd chapter is where it actually looks like it starts being a book, because you flip through the first 2 and like, okay, this is just the particular religion that they like. It's like Genesis and Exodus. The 3rd chapter is called the Kenyan Revelations, and it appears to be authored by Reverend John Balfour. It's short, and it looks like it concerns his time performing like a youth mission in like the interior of Kenya. He's vague about where exactly in Kenya that he went, but it's clear he went somewhere in the remote interior. Skimming through it, like, and skipping over like a lot of the crazy, like the fine details, you get like he encountered what he called like a wise prophet of the Lord there, who he appeared to have like a back and forth with. She, the prophet, posited that like the apocalypse of John was false and unreliable, and that it was far more likely that the end of the world would be visited by God upon mankind in a way that was consistent with both history and the laws of science. Like, she thought that like the plagues of Egypt were far more likely a way that God would purge the wicked, as they are natural disasters that could fall like from a volcanic cataclysm, distorting weather patterns, and claims that God had done that before. So it's like kind of like fine-tuning, like, no, I think the apocalypse is going to happen this specific way. The wise prophet openly challenges the interpretation of Exodus 11, where it says the plagues of Egypt were a one-time event, and promises that when the time comes, the Lord, acting through his Passover angel, will purge the wicked in the same way. In this third chapter, he even cites some scientific papers on the topic, including, like, the sources are listed as Plagues of Egypt, Archaeology and History, Science of the Bible, an epidemiologic analysis of the 10 Plagues of Egypt. It's one of those, like, they kind of sourced it, but it looks like it was kind of, like, you know, wibbly-wobbly a little bit.
Okay.
Fourth chapter, back of the book, is a bizarre set of drawings. It's set forth as like an appendix to that third chapter. There looks like star charts, Enochian occult drawings, incomprehensible diagrams depicting, you have been around the block, so it's like thaumaturgical triangles, magic circles, complicated mathematical formula without like any notes or anything of what that might actually mean. It's just out of context scribbles of occult craziness.
Okay.
And that's the end of that book.
Okay.
Good read.
I'm going to put that in my backpack. In the secret pocket.
The secret pocket.
So that way they can't take it back.
Mm-hmm.
This is all
I'll give that
terrifying as
to-
hell.
I'll give that to the smart people.
Smart people.
I guess I'm going to go and try to socialize with the members.
Okay. Before you go out and do that, do you have a goal in mind, or are you just like shooting the shit, waiting for something to happen? Or are you trying to find something in particular? What are you gunning for?
So I'm trying to gauge more on what they all think is about to happen, or like if any other strange things have been happening in town other than the daughter disappearing. Kind of like general information of.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and give me, I guess, be persuaded. But you're raising your hand. You don't
Yes.
have to raise your hand, but that's nice of you. What are you trying to say?
I want to touch base with him, so I want to like when he gets a second,
Okay.
send a code to tell him that we need to talk.
You are actually by yourself in a little, basically you have a cot and a Bible. So you're actually alone and could talk now if you wanted to.
Am I alone though? Because we saw that they had a ton of cameras everywhere.
Uh-huh. Spot hidden.
Motherfucker.
That's real far off you.
Yeah, I suck at that. I'm gonna push it.
You gonna push it? Alright.
Bumble!
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
You don't see anything.
Looks fine. Looks clear.
I'm not gonna answer it until I'm outside of the compound.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give the I'm good symbol.
I'm gonna send the call me symbol again.
I'm gonna say at this point you haven't like gotten to the point where you're like engaging with anyone. I'm gonna say you walk outside like you said, and you're kind of like walking along with it in with the book in hand, kind of looking down at it. In a way that if you wanted to like talk low and make it look like you're just like mouthing words that you're reading, you could probably pull that off.
Okay. Yeah, what's up?
I'm just checking in. We got some interesting things here. I'm kind of still sick. Okay.
Just info dump all the stuff you guys just did.
Basically, and I'm gonna tell them that I'm gonna really focus on anything about plagues?
Enough to stay away from them.
Because we came across the boils and the bugs, the pestilence. Isn't that what it's called?
So that's 3 so far, then.
You still there? Is everything?
They have cameras everywhere, so communication's going to be hard because I don't know if they have cameras anywhere.
That's what I understand. You need to keep a sharp eye out for our kind of stuff because, we're definitely here for a reason. And these flies were not okay. I opened a refrigerator, and flies the size of golf balls flew out at us. All right, and one got in my mouth, Russ.
I'm really glad I decided to go to the church instead.
You should be. Seeing Morty puke is something else after that.
Well, I talked my way into here. I got their Bible, their book that they wrote, so I tried to read it, but this doesn't make any sense to me.
I talked to them.
That's my next. I was going to start walking around, and I wanted to get some insight before I started to bullshit them.
I talked to the Reverend and the mother. Listen, I can't read people like you, but they look genuinely upset about their daughter. But looking in on the guy too, like there's not much about this guy, but everything's cleaned out. Everything's gone. Like there's nothing older than 3 days. And his niece, the same thing. But these ain't bad people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This whole thing is real sketchy.
It's not hard to convince somebody to do something. They just may have somebody that's a little stronger at it.
Yeah, but he was really adamant about getting her medicine.
It makes sense. You don't want your kid to get sick.
Yeah, but the kidnapper was, I don't
well,
know.
If the kid's dead, they're not going to pay. So it kind of makes sense because now they're on a timetable. But is they called in for a ransom yet?
As far as I know, no. I didn't ask, but I didn't hear anything about it either. And there was nothing in the files. But I probably have to go through those with a fine-tooth comb better.
Gotcha.
But they're just small and on my phone. I had to do a little video picture taking.
How cool are our how cool of our DMOS phones are? Like, how cool are
They're
they?
pretty cool. What are you looking for?
Can I scan the book?
Do you mean just
Without-
like take pictures of every page?
Not every page, but like the parts where I really don't understand when we start like the playing.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
man,
wants to ask
it's
the
got
nerd.
good. It's got good cameras, and you can absolutely like send that too.
You want to ask the nerd?
I'm gonna send you a bunch of pictures from this book. It doesn't make any sense to me, but there's a couple random ass drawings, and the whole 3rd chapter is just odd. So I just like do like a video, whatever.
Should I roll a cult for this?
Yeah, you should roll exactly a cult for this.
Come on,
Alright.
smart people.
Luck be a lady tonight.
Cool.
Those smart people.
Let me get back to that section. There's a lot of notes here. Okay.
Listen. All right, I can't intimidate a frog on a lily pad, but I can find that frog.
I can steal the stuff that lets you find it.
Cool.
And I can get us out of there.
That's a high occult thing. Are you studying this right now in the time that it
Yes.
takes you to go from one place to another? Okay, cool.
Yep.
So Russ, you're left looking for people.
Mr. Beans is driving.
I will shorten the church stuff in that you do find more groups of people. You do find more of like what they're kind of into, what they think is going to happen. And they believe that on the date slated forth, so Tuesday, give me a persuasion check just in case, just so we're not like minimizing your time here, because you're in the thing. You could spend 2 luck, reduce your luck by 2, and you could get that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do that.
You
No,
pushing
I
it?
don't. No. I keep forgetting I have.
All right. So are you?
Yes, I'm spending it.
Okay. So reduce your luck score by 2, and you
I'm
get
down to
that.
28.
It's a horror game. Your luck can literally run out.
I used to have 50. Now I have like 2.
Yeah, but I've only ever lucked like 2 things. And I got my luck back.
You did.
But my max is 30, so it's not like I can go much further. Or no, sanity. No.
You basically find that there's probably about 20 people here now. Not that many. There are more that are supposed to come in closer to the date. They think that on that date, the Passover angel will arrive and basically signal in something that sounds like the end times, but not really the end times. It's more like it'll bring back the predictions of like what happened in Egypt when the plagues were unleashed and like all of the firstborns were slain back when they had to put marks on the doors.
Where can we find some goat blood?
You find
It's Ohio.
they've got some. Not literally still kicking around. There's a small field of goats. They got about 5.
That's the mark you put on top of the door, by the way.
Yeah. I think I heard that somewhere, maybe. I don't know.
So you spend some time working that information out of people. Poor Mr. Benzowitz, while you're driving, you get in while Beans is driving you to the job site of Lindsay Peel, or at least her offices. You look into this book, which you got a success on the occult. Oh boy. So you got a success on the occult. I'm gonna make you have another roll here. I'm gonna make you. Let me see. What should I make this be? Because that's a solid occult. I'm gonna say you can either go with spot hidden or. Or I'll even let you, because it is a little on the weird side, I'll let you roll occult again. So either spot hidden or occult.
I'm going to do a call again because it's my highest.
Okay.
Ah!
Beautiful. 2 things. One, you get actually reading it, you get more stuff out of the shit at the end of the book than Russ did. You get that there's some sense to be made out of those weird scribbles in the back. The astronomical charts specifically, because you can pick those out. They kind of strangely and logically predict that certain star and planetary alignments and tectonic shifts can affect the outcome of particle behavior on a quantum level. It's that kind of shit.
We're getting into quantum physics and string theory type shit.
It's exactly that kind of shit. It
All magic is science.
those things claim that the alignments can correspond to various predictions of the end times in that book.
Science is just magic we understand.
So I need you to do two things with that. One, congratulations, Morty, by reading this way, without the book even physically in your hands. I want you to raise your occult score by 3.
Okay.
That's the good news. So you have to click edit and then change it. Let me know when that's done, because the next part is less fun.
Oh.
I'm glad I don't understand things.
It pays to be stupid sometimes.
Apparently.
Ignorance is bliss. Go right up your ass.
Let me know when you're good. You good?
Yeah.
Roll me sanity.
Oh,
Son of a bitch!
Why do you keep doing this to me? Poor Morty's already...
God damn, so close.
So, sanity check. I will allow you to reduce your luck.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't actually take any sanity damage, but there's a moment where your eyes kind of cross, and you get that, oh, no. I've seen this before. I know what this is. Not only is this a summoning spell, but I could probably make this happen. Congratulations. You now have a spell. Entreat the Passover Angel.
Stop the car.
Yep, I stopped the car. What's going on?
I open the door again. I start dry heaving all over again. I send a signal, and I keep sending the fucking signal.
There's more? There's more.
Okay, wait. I do that after you tell me after this part.
So this kind of like hits you. There's a lot of shit going on here. There's codes. There's like fucking circles and like quantum level bullshit. Something, because you rolled 2 occult checks. That was one of them. The other one is also a thing. There seems like on the inside cover there was like something that was written like kind of out of the blue. It didn't make sense. Like on the inside cover, it says like Book of Jeremiah. With your occult, you realize, okay, there's something going on with this. Give me another spot hidden.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Doing it.
I'm doing it. No, that's too close not to do it.
Yeah, okay. So basically you get like, okay, no. Some of these letters are capitalized weird. This is a cipher. If you had like a real Bible in your hand next to this, you could probably write out a code.
So, can I reach into my bag and pull out my real Bible?
Yeah, you can.
All right. So I reach into my bag, I pull out my real Bible, and I go through it because I have 2 Bibles. So let's do this. I have the I forgot the name of it, the Jewish one and the regular Christian one, because you never know.
King James.
Yep.
King James is the one.
Yep.
And as you start
Torah. Thank you. I'm sorry, Torah. It was bothering me. Go ahead.
As you start like writing this out, it all does fully come into words. And you find a small paragraph that you write out. And it has appeared on screen for you. I'm going to crack that a little bigger for our viewers.
I read this out loud to him.
Son of a bitch.
For narrative, I will.
Okay.
Exodus says that there shall never be a cry again like that heard in Egypt when the firstborn perished. But in Kenya, we know this to be untrue. When the stars are right and the walls between the worlds are thin, the angel of the Passover shall come down from the mountain of the black wind, and the firstborn of the faithless shall perish from the earth. And so we pray. Incomprehensible words. The angel comes on the wind.
Does Morty... Is that any actual language? Or does Morty recognize that as some kind of... He can't translate, but is it something he recognized?
It is not something you would recognize.
Okay.
It's definitely not like getting into like biblical like Hebrew or anything like that at all.
Okay.
It is its
got-
own weird thing.
We got some old world magic demon bullshit going on here. I got it. It is Cthulhu. Okay. Again, I have him pull over.
Yep.
I keep pressing the fucking contact me now button.
I'm going to assume in the time that took you to translate that, Russ has managed to get in, have his conversation, realize, oh god, the panic button is going off repeatedly, excuse yourself, and get to a point where you can talk.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I now know how to summon a Passover angel, and I didn't need that in my repertoire.
Oh, what?
Well, that's awesome.
This is bad. This is bad. Bad. Oh, calm down more. Calm down.
Well,
Okay, these people are going to call down this Passover angel, and apparently they're going to kill a whole bunch of kids. That's what I'm
mother.
figuring.
Were there other missing kids here?
That is a huge thing that we should have looked up. But I will look that up in a few after I talk to you. But
I'll go
you
ahead.
got to be really careful in there. And I don't know what to do.
I still say we do what we were coming here to do in the first place, which is find the little girl, because if it is a sacrifice, then if we get rid of the sacrifices, then it doesn't work.
But what if that's what the people were doing?
Trying to save the sacrifices?
Wait a minute. Do I need... Is there... I look into the thing. Do we need a sacrifice for this?
so
Since I know how to do it now.
remember that one book of the Bible where God was testing a guy to try and sacrifice somebody, and
Yeah, Abraham. And,
when
Yep.
the knife went down, it didn't actually do anything and he was fine.
Yeah.
It makes references to that you'll need to show the fortuitousness to go through with it to summon the Passover angel.
So
But it doesn't say if that sacrifice will actually stick or not, and it keeps referring to the passage where the sacrifice didn't stick. They would stay alive.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if they're going to sacrifice the kid or not, or if the kid's going to die, or knowing us, something's going to enter the kid. We got to find the kid, and we got to stop the ritual,
Agreed.
and we got. It's how many hours have been passed?
Or
that
like
it's
4
been on
days,
it?
no.
Yeah, we got about 4 days to do it.
It's been you got there kind of on the late side. I would say it is easily getting dark now. Russ is at a point where he's either going to be needing to exfiltrate from this compound soon, or he's going to be spending the night there.
So, since it's so late, no government buildings are going to be even open for us to go to child services.
So why don't you guys?
Or can we break in?
Why don't you guys find like a hotel and contact the office? Maybe
Yep.
they have more information on this than the information we found.
That is a good idea.
Pull it
That
and
is-
figure out what it all connects. I'll stay here and see if I can get close to the father at all. Get an idea of where their headspace is, whether or not they just know that it's coming, or if they're going to start it, or
Okay, I'm going to look up any missing children in the area.
yeah.
And,
And then tomorrow, like, the next day, we can like communicate.
and I'm going to try to see if I see anything on this. If these two have any kind of a social media presence either.
Yep.
You know, a nice picture of a lake house would be really nice right now.
And I am.
Be-
So
Beans pulls out his phone and shows a picture of a lake house.
That's not what I meant. But
I know. I tried. Listen, I'm trying here.
listen, I understand, Beans, and you're doing a great job, buddy. But I tried to be a wise ass and failed, and now I have something in my brain that I can never, ever, ever, ever get out. And I have like 14 things in there right now that I really would like to that I'll never do. Now it's 15. I'm okay.
oh, in that case,
Mr. I'm just saying, Morty has been going through some
he's been going through some
traumatic
shit.
thing.
Going through some shit. Logan has a nice little cot for the evening. A company card is good enough to get you a decent hotel for the night.
Sleeping
With
with
Wi-Fi?
underneath my pillow.
Sleeping Wi-Fi. And I'm going to say that's probably an excellent point for us to pause this particular episode.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things we gotta figure.
There's a
Oh,
lot of
so
ways you can do a
much.
lot of things.
I'm falling asleep, which means I'm not making decisions.
Yeah, no, me either.
And again, this doesn't just have to be 2 episodes either. This can be more.
It's gonna be 4. Each one's a day. It's gonna be 24 all over again.
Could be.
Oh,
It depends on what
If
you guys do.
that, you have to start it the same way though, with that like.
tick, tick,
Ink.
tick. Yeah, that's what it is.
So I said you guys got there on a Saturday. It's Sunday now
Yeah,
when we come
Yeah.
back.
All right.
I'm going to sleep.
Well,
Morty's going to go reevaluate all his life decisions.
yeah, poor Morty. I'm going to have to add that to your sheet. That'll be fun.
What, that I could summon some weird angel demon? Cool.
At least
cool.
you know how.
I know how.
It costs
Angel
sanity to
it.
actually do it too.
Oh shit.
Yeah. If you set something up where she's my best case scenario, don't map me.
I feel like that is the perfect point in which to pause this episode.